Shalom to the elect of Yashala. This your brother Pawaria coming back at you with another quick lesson from Great Millstone, Des Moines. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to all you Akims out there pushing his word in true sincerity and always in charity. As you can see, the title is No More Will We Be Tossed to and Fro with Any Other Doctrine. Something along those lines. All right. Because here it is, you got everybody and their mama and their daddy trying to come up against this truth to bring us back into darkness. But we got this marvelous light, man, that's going to shine till the Lord come and blow this wicked place up. All right. And because you're going to have people that's going to try to trouble you with their incredulity. But 2nd Esdras 15:3 says, let them not trouble you with their incredulity, because they're gonna die. Because I know verse 4 says, because all the faithful gonna die in their unfaithfulness. Roughly paraphrasing. So all these people that is unfaithful, all these people that's trying to stir up doubt within you, or trying to convert you to go back to some BS. All right, man. No longer can they do it. They can't do it, man. If you're a part of the elect, you're not gonna be swayed and tossed to and fro with all these wayward doctrines that's coming about, man. All right, because hey, those strongholds been broken down, man. That chokehold is no longer choking us out, man. As far as Christianity, Islam, you have the 5%ers, the black consciousness, all these things, man. It's a whole list of things, you know. But what sparked this lesson, what inspired this lesson, was someone called me that I haven't spoke to in like 5 years. And he called me and we talked about a lot of things, but the important thing that we talked about was this truth. And one thing he said was that he apologized for leading me astray, for putting me on to the Hebrew Israelites. And I just like, what? Because as far as my remembrance, I told him about it. But I said, hey, if that's how it went, then hey, you don't have to be sorry, man. Because hey, I'm on the right path. All right. And so, and then I can't get the credit, or he can't get the credit, because it's all of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that brings us into this truth. All right. But I remember him saying that, and I was like, well, I remember telling you, because it was a point in time I was into Christianity, you know what I'm saying? And it was, stuff wasn't, clicking it, it was, I had questions, you know what I'm saying? I started questioning things. And I also knew this one Muslim guy, this one Jake that was a Muslim, and we had talked and we had talks and discussions, and it was like, you know what I'm saying, we was, started questioning things. Well, at least I was. So then it was like I started researching. I started, researching, and then that's when, I started seeing different things, like I was saying, the black consciousness. There was something going on with the called zeitgeist, zeitgeist, or however you spell it. You know what I'm saying? You look that up, and it tells you, it was like a documentary, and it was showing stuff about religion and things that's going on in the world, all kinds of stuff. Even with the universal laws and all these things, Scientology, all these things is things that I have ran across. But once I ran across a documentary that was talking about Hebrew Israelites, man, that's when I hit the jackpot. You know what I'm saying? That's when I hit the jackpot, because that's when my spirit, it was like, yeah, this is the truth. And I remember praying that the Lord never, steer me wrong again, because I felt like we already been lied to, and we've been played, we've been bamboozled, with this, with all these lies that was forced upon us. You know what I'm saying? That 2/3 of our people can't let go. They won't let go. They hold on to those lies. You know what I'm saying? But hey, once again, it's because it's a beautiful gift that the Lord gave us, that faith to open up our eyes to see this truth and not reject it. So what else he was saying? Yeah, because then another thing he was saying was I ain't trying to convert you, because I've grown spiritually in my walk. I've grown spiritually, and I'm past the Hebrew Israelites. I go straight to the resource. And I'm like, I'm chuckling like, oh, you go straight to the resource? So what's that? Because he was saying, he's like, I ain't trying to convert you. I'm like, hey, actually, it's nothing you can say or do to convert me anyway. But go ahead, give yourself a shot, man. So that's when he bust out with this, and that's when he bust out with the 12 universal laws. Came up with that. I'm like, what, man? Is that all you got? And started trying to sound deep, talking about, yeah, once you could throw a rock into the pond in the river or something and distract the energy. And I'm like, man, look, see, that's what happened to a lot of our people. They try to get too deep, and then they just start sounding like intelligent fools. All right? So, hey, man, that's why it's no longer, hey, we got that doctrine, man, that you can't gainsay it, man. No matter who come up against this truth, you will not succeed. You will not win. It tells you that the truth will be evil spoken of, but hey, it ain't gonna take away from the truth, man. But what else? It was a lot of stuff said, man, but that's why it's important for us not to allow these things, because you're gonna have family members, you're gonna have friends, you're gonna have anybody that's gonna try to deter you from this truth, and you're gonna have these demons coming in, at you, trying to put doubt in you, in your mind. But you got to keep fighting, man, because this truth that we have, it's a beautiful thing, man. And this truth that we have, this word that we have, is what's going to lead us to salvation and receiving those immortal bodies. All right. But just get some scriptures. Let's start off with let's say 2 Timothy 4. And verse 3. It says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned in unto fables. All right. And this is what you're going to start seeing in these last days, man. People just, man, believe in anything. They just throwing all kinds of stuff on the wall to see if it stick. And people is believing these things, man. Following after these wayward doctrines. You know what I'm saying? All right. But so we have to beware of these things, man. Let's get 2 Peter's. And let's read chapter 2. And we'll start from the top. And it says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. Swift destruction is coming to these people, man, for not believing in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right? Plain and simple, man. That's what's coming to these people. Because they heard this word and they thought it was absurd. So they got to be destroyed. Because they must be a part of the 2/3, you know? You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is, man. Let's get this in Mark 16. And let's see what Yahweh Shai says. Let's start with Mark 16 and 16. It says, he that believeth and is baptized shall be saved. See, so you must believe and be baptized. Baptized in the mind, man. Not just dumping yourself in some water and calling yourself saved. Nah, you have to wash off all the filthiness and that drought that was, on our minds that our people are stuck to. All right. We got to be immersed in this word, man, this living water. All right. It says, he that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believe not shall be damned. So that's what's going to happen to these unbelievers, man. And I used to say, man, I would rather believe in this truth and find out that it's not true than to not believe in this truth and find out that this is all true, So, man, that's how I would rather believe than not believe, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's beautiful, man, that the things that we believe in, the things that we have faith in, we starting to see these things manifest, before it was even manifesting, you know what I'm saying? Before these things was happening, you know what I'm saying, that you see happening now, we already had faith in these things, because it's the scripture that says they was faithful in the womb. I forget how it go right now. I can't think how it go. But yeah, this was a gift that was given unto us, man, since the womb, But let's get a couple of scriptures in Corinthians. Gonna read 1 Corinthians 3. And we'll start with verse 19. And it says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the most high power, Yahweh. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So the wisdom of this world is foolishness, man. And that's why I got a lot of people sounding foolish when they open their mouth trying to sound wise and sound smart and sound deep, like they're on some type of level, man. All right. The Lord look at the wisdom of this world as foolishness, man. And a lot of these stumbling blocks is set up for them to just fall on their face and never get up. All right. So we can't turn our backs from this truth. This is our hope, man. This is our anchor of hope for salvation, man, and getting those immortal bodies that the Lord promised us, man. All right. So, yeah, because, you got people like, come with all kinds of stuff. Well, how is this truth? How being a Hebrew Israelite is going to make me some money? Or what is it going to do for me in life? You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff, the ignorance of our people, man. Hey, but, man, the Lord is the one that provides for you anyway, man. you know. So people gonna be for a rude awakening when the Lord prove Himself to be real, man. And yeah, and another thing I remember him saying was because he was like, man, I remember one thing you told me was he was saying one of the things you had told me back in the day was that that what Bible means. And he was like, yeah, I remember you saying Bible means basic instructions before leaving earth. And I said, that ain't what it means. Bible just means books, you know, but that's an acronym. But he even fell on the word basic because he's like, see, basic, man, that's just basic. I moved on to higher, bigger, and better things, man. You know what I'm saying? And so it was, you know, it's funny how, you know, people let little stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, allow them to just fall on their face, man. You know what I'm saying? So I looked up the word basic and some of the words you get, it's like, man, it's like what's you making it sound like basic just mean is elementary or it's like, you know what I'm saying, it stop you from growing and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But nah, that ain't the case, man. All right, because I think it meant it said something about like rudiments and the fundamentals of anything. So the fundamentals, man, you know what I'm saying, everything has a foundation, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I mean, if it was to be an acronym, it would be the best instructions before leaving the earth. And everything has an instruction book, man. When you buy a car, it comes with an instruction book on how to take care of that car and this and that. Whatever it is you buy, it comes with it, you know what I'm saying, on how to build it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The blueprint of a house, you know what I'm saying, it comes with a blueprint on how to build a house. And it starts with a foundation. But it don't stop there. You know what I'm saying? It keeps, you know what I'm saying, it grows, you know, to the roof, from the foundation all the way up to the top of the roof. And it's the same with us, man. This Bible, this word is a instruction book, the best instruction book on how to live, man. All right, plain and simple, man. It ain't that hard, man. But it's gonna be people that's gonna hear this word and can't receive it, no matter how you bring it to them or none of that, man. But the water y'all about Shem y'all shot for allowing us to see this truth and receive it and stand upon it, man, and not get moved with these weak ass doctrines, man, or weak ass wisdoms of the world. All right. But let's get this in Hebrews. We're gonna read Hebrews. These pages be sticky, greasy. But we're gonna read Hebrews 5 and verse 12. It says, for when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High power, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. All right. So, hey, you have to be taught again, man. We was taught a whole bunch of lies, man, that was forced upon us, man. And so, hey, we need teachers to teach us again this truth, all right? Because they spent millions of dollars trying to keep us from spending this truth, man. We can't forget that even in when we was in hardcore slavery, you couldn't get caught reading the Bible, man. All right? They didn't want you reading the Bible. they put you to death. But you get caught with reading any other kind of book, you might get some lashes on your back. But reading this Bible, man, look, they wanted to keep you away from it, man. And they wanted to teach you how to think about how this Bible is, man. By giving you a slave Bible to submit and be subject unto them, Teaching, hey, they didn't teach you how to think, they just taught you what to think. But then when you grow up, man, it's time for you to think for yourself. And so we do need teachers, man. All right. And then you start off with the milk, and then you take that down. Then you start with the strong meat, You take that down, you digest it all, man, and then now you got discernment. So when you hear people come with some nonsense, some BS, you already know, man, what it is. All right. So, man, the water Yahweh Bashim Yahushua once again for giving us this truth. Because this truth is what's going to set us free. Not the lies of this world. All right. Let's get Hebrews. I'll read the next verse. 13. It says, "For everyone that use milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. But strong meat belongs to them that are of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and bad, or good and evil." See? So we know what's evil now, man. And we know what's good. We got that discernment now, man. So whenever somebody try to, push you off your square, they ain't going to be able to do it. We can't get moved. We won't be moved. All right? We're not accepting none of the Esau lies anymore. All right? That shit don't lead you but to nothing but death. All right? This is Hebrews 6:1. It says, "Therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, let us go on unto perfection, not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works and of faith towards Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, of the doctrine of baptism and of laying on of hands and the resurrection of the dead and of eternal judgment." All right. The point in the one I wanted to make was, the principle, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Yahweh Shai, because you're going to grow, man. You can't never stop learning in this truth, man. All right. You're going to keep learning. This knowledge is so vast. It's so much, you know what I'm saying? You can always keep learning. And you can read one precept one day and then read it again and get a whole nother layer up out of it. It's like an onion. It got different layers to it. You know what I'm saying? So in due time of just constantly studying, you know what I'm saying, the Lord is going to reveal these things unto you, man. And just keep supping with you. All right? So but the point I wanted to get, it says principle. Because when I looked up that word, I think I looked up what's the first principle. What are other words besides the first principle? Something like that. And some of those words was essential, solid foundation, standard, doctrine, value, law, substance, reality, necessity, critical details. You see, all these things, it was the first principle. So when he came talking about some that's basic, you know what I'm saying, and this and that, hey man, he's going off, man. It wasn't meant for him to get this truth. And actually he was at one point in time calling himself a Hebrew Israelite. He was excited about it. and this and that. And then I guess he tried to go too deep, or he never believed in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was doing it for somebody else, or whatever reasons. Because you got a lot of people that come in this truth for their own vain glory or whatever. They got their own agenda. They're not sincere. But people like that gonna be found out, man. In these last days, the Lord is about to start just, hey, he's shifting this, man, this ship. You know what I'm saying? And people gonna fall out the ship and drown. All right. Let's get this in Sirach 26 and verse 28. It says, there be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffer poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by, and one that return from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepares such as one for the sword. So you're prepared for destruction, man. Once you return from this righteousness, this truth, you know what I'm saying, and go back to sin, because unbelief is a sin as well. All right. So for all y'all that don't believe in this truth, man, the Lord got something special for you, man. Destruction. All right. That sword he's about to bring to this place. That's what he got coming unto you, man. All right. Because it tells you in Sirach 33:3, a man of understanding trust in the law. We're going to trust in this law, man. Not no damn universal law. All right. Now, some of that stuff, I mean, you go through some of it, you know what I'm saying? But, man, look, the Lord, he created everything, man. So you trying to go to another resource and thinking that's it, man, you got to be out of your damn mind. All right. So yeah, it's some truth to all of that stuff, man. But the truth is this word, man. Okay, this is the truth. All right, and that's why it tells you, man, in Romans 11:7, the election have attained it, and the rest were blinded. A lot of people is walking around blind to the fact, to this truth, man. So, hey, man, it's beautiful that we pull down these strongholds, man, that was choking us out. Now we can breathe. Now we're breathing that living water. All right? Okay? Let's get that. It talks about that pulling down the strongholds in Corinthians. Let's just get it. It's 2 Corinthians. All right, 2 Corinthians 10. And we're going to start off with verse 4. It says, for the weapon of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through our power to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High power, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. All right, so we casting all this stuff down, man, that try to come up against the true knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. These things can no longer enslave us no more, man. We free, man. The kingdom is within us, man, and it's soon about to be manifested, man, here on this earth, man. When the Lord come and visit this place and blow this place, you know what I'm saying? Blow this place up with fire. All right. But I mean, it's so many points and you can read. It's, this can go on, man. It's so many scriptures that we could get, man. So I'll get this. Let me see what real quick. What this Galatians talking about. Let's read Galatians 1. And let's just go straight to verse, which is verse 8. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. So, hey, these people that speaking all these other gospels, man, all this nonsense, gonna be accursed. All right. It says, as we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. All right. So if you come up against this truth, you try to come up against the men of the Lord, you come up against us, hey, you ultimately coming up against Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And you're gonna have to deal with him, And so what we do, we mark anybody that calls division and offenses contrary to this doctrine. All right? Like it tells you in Romans 16 and 17. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is, man. All right? What else? No, it's something else in Corinthians. But the point been made. I don't have to go on and on. It's already 32 minutes in, So, let me see if I can get it right quick. It was 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 2. Yeah, let's read 1 Corinthians 2 and 6. It says, howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that comes to naught. So, hey, we're speaking the wisdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Amongst those that are perfect, those that's going, hey, this is all about the elect, man. Because those going to be the ones that be found perfect in the Lord's eyes, man. All right? And so we're going to continue to speak these words because they are perfect. And these words, like I said, is going to lead us to immortality, man. To the kingdom. And so this is beautiful, man. All right. Is that it on that? I'll read verse 7. It says, but we speak the wisdom of the Most High power in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which the Most High power ordained before the world unto our glory. All right. So, hey, this is what we speaking, man. The wisdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay. This is what's going to lead us to the kingdom once again. But I ended off with this, man. Revelation. Went too long with it anyway, man. This Revelations 14 and 4. It says, these are they which were not defiled with women. All right. And that women is talking about all these different ass doctrines. We got the woman, the only woman we need And that's this wisdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That's the woman we need, man. Not being defiled with these different women. This shit's different, man. Strange ass women. You know what I'm saying? We not gonna be defiled with that shit no more, man. Been there, done that. Ain't no need of turning back to that shit. That ain't gonna lead to but death. You gonna die in that shit, man. All right, but reading on, it says, these are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. All right, so we're going to follow Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua wherever he goeth, man. We on the right path. It ain't no turning back. None of that, man. No turning back. Keep our eyes single. Keep our eyes on the prize. All right, because we got a reward coming if we just endure unto the end. And we at the end, man, where, hey, we too close to the end to try to go back to the world, man. All right? Too close to the end, man. The hell with this world. It's just so damn vexing. You know? Having to go work for the base of all men. Go work for them. And then all you're doing is just paying bills. And just have a little extra money to pay some other bills. You know what I'm saying? You got a car breakdown, or you know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff. It's like the scripture says in Haggai, I think Haggai 1:6, about how our money is in a bag with holes. Roughly paraphrasing, I think it's in Haggai 1:6, I believe. But yeah, man. Always gonna ever be in debt in this place. But in the kingdom, we ain't gonna have to work, man. We're gonna be ruling. We're gonna be gods and ruling in righteousness. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. You know, Lord willing, this was edifying. And I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to all you Akims out there that's pushing his word in truth, sincerity, and always in charity. Shalom, Akim. Shalom to the Akwaf. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we almost out this hellhole. All we got to do is endure, man. Don't turn back. And when this devil come down with his wrath, don't turn back. Don't give in to this devil for no reason at all. Don't take his gift. You know what I'm saying? Because it will destroy you. All right? Hey, so shalom.